Top of the top. We up. What's up? It's good, everybody. What's up? We back live on YouTube. Live shout out to everybody across the map, everybody around the world, tapped in on the World Wide Web. Let's go. We back. I'm getting to it. Shout out to everybody that's up. What's good, y'all? What's up? Intro. Another one. Back into the saga. What's up? What's up, DJ Stacy? What's up, Nikki? Shout out to everybody. What's up, Tiger? What's up, Danny? What's up, Miss Solara? What's up, y'all? What's up, Black? We back in September now, y'all. Something about that's over with now, y'all. Yeah, well, you know the 21st, but yeah. So, like I said, it's gonna pick back up, y'all. Yeah, it's gonna pick back up. Diddy trials in a month. Beyonce birthday this week. So people that know about 444, y'all know about what's up. So yeah, 444. That's Beyonce, Diddy, and Jay-Z. All their birthday on the 4th. But I already knew this it's back, y'all. It's back. Like I said, everybody that know about the saga is back and popping. So now the public's starting to catch up a little bit. So now we already spoke about how Jay-Z and his wife was looking at property in the UK. But now it's said they have made a purchase. But I'm going to go back into everything. Because I told them last year their time was up. I told them they was out of here. Told them they were finished. Told them they were gone. Told them they no good no more. Told them they on the run. Told the world they on the run. Nobody want to believe it, y'all. People really thought that Jay-Z was God, y'all. It ain't what they thought, is what he was. He was a God. Jay-Z was the God of black people, period. They never saw no other God before. They never followed no other God. But this God, between Jay-Z and Tupac, y'all, I'm not playing with y'all. Well, if you know about false gods being worshipped, that's Jay-Z and Tupac. And it's not no game. It's the truth. That's why they want to accept the fact Tupac dead, and they want to accept the fact that Jay-Z was just a punk-ass rapper. But you just look at how many people have been worshiping these people all these years. You look into this day, how people would still use Jay-Z name in high regard because he had soldiers to make sure they kept his name ringing. The king made sure all his soldiers said his name in glory. All right, these fools are sitting back playing European games. So we're going to get into it. What's up, Punches? What's up, bro? Shout out to everybody that's up. Yeah, we're going to talk about it, y'all. Like I said, they say never been no hate. It's what it is. It's what it is and what it always was. When I had to keep going into this two-world shit, the real world and the fake world. The fake world is black entertainment. The life of jokes, circus, high jumping, all this shit is okay, but they think it's all real. That is their life. So being that is their life, they are all being exposed in the life they live and the life they follow. That's what all this about, y'all. I told you this was the realest shit ever written in your time. You didn't know that shit that was said 1,000 years ago was going to be you. It's only certain people believe in false gods, y'all. They also didn't know the power of music. Everybody talks about the ancestors, but they have no clue why the ancestors played that drum. They don't know nothing. But see, being that people didn't know, now everybody's a victim, y'all. So today we're going to get the reality check, the update on Jay-Z being out of here. When I said they're finished, whether they moved or not, they finished. They have nowhere to go. I prove they don't have no more protection. When I say protection, small fry rap fans, when I talk to rap fans, I'm talking to little kids. When I talk to everybody, y'all get it clear. When I say they have no protection, you now understand that to be in entertainment, you must have a GOV clearance. When you get multi-millions and you sell out arenas and you travel the world, you must have a GOV clearance. It's called bulletproof SUVs. It's called special protection. I don't want to say the names. You just think of every protective service. That's who protected Jay-Z. He will protect it like a politician, because he was your politician. He was the entity put together by corporations, deep conspirators, that Jay-Z will be there. He will be the one for them. He will be the magnet. He will be the parakeet. He's going to be the biggest walking figure they ever saw in their own eyes, in their lifetime. He will be the biggest walking form of them they ever saw. And he will work miracles and spectacles upon their brains and souls. That's why his name is Hov. And that's when he became their God. See, when he was Jay-Z, he was a rapper. Sean Carter was a rapper. But when he started calling himself Hov, he started having crowds say, Hov up, Hov up. Oh, they didn't know they were praising y'all. They had no clue what he was doing to them. And then he flipped them black. He flipped them inside out. He took them to the dark side. And then he left them on the dark side. Y'all going to be in the dark, and you're going to praise Hov as the light. And he was your light. He was your inspiration. He was your motivation. He's still in your hearts and souls. He inspired you to want to be hustlers. He inspired y'all to want to do all this shit. Even though you had kids before Jay-Z. Even though you was really in them streets instead of Jay-Z. No, y'all, you're going to get it today, y'all. You're going to keep getting it. He's finished. They taught everybody to be foreigners, what I kept saying. Now they're fucking foreigners. Right? So, Ellen, miss me with all that. Don't try to convince me how beautiful it is in the UK. Maybe it is. I'm not saying it's not. But you're not going to trick me, idiots. King James and the rest of Europe, they didn't come over here and fight all these goddamn wars in America to go back. All right? Obviously, they knew some good stuff was here. Obviously, everybody know what this land means here. But when you know good here no more, you're going to say stuff like, yeah, I like it better over here anyway. No, you don't. Ellen, if you loved it over there so much, why the fuck you just go? Why did you just go? Why you been here all these years? Huh? No, y'all, told you, everybody that's here, but reap the benefits of here, but didn't want to be here, and all they did was start goddamn confusion and drama. See, what y'all don't get, the people that didn't want to be here, their whole purpose was to cause hell to everybody that wanted to be here. See, the people that were so unhappy, they wanted everybody else happy to be unhappy. That's the whole point. But y'all don't get, when I told you, that's what the woke movement was about. It wasn't about these people minding their own business in their rich-ass houses and just living their life. Their whole plan was divide and conquer. Everybody shall be affected one way or another with this plague of hate, ignorance. All these no talented people with big mouths. Everybody with real talent, gone. No, y'all, no. The end of an era, man. But it's the main head got to come off. See, I also know a lot of this go back to history. I've been throwing a lot at y'all. But I'm not going there today. All I'm going to tell you is what we're watching happened already in history. It's a repeat. With certain prominent figures get taken down. It happens in history every couple years. Yeah, y'all, it's called a reset. So being that y'all made it to this intro, let's get into it because we're going to talk about a lot today. Yes, we are. So let's go. Jay-Z banned in the U.S. Now, like I said, I have to dumb down. I have to go to certain speeds because everything I'm talking about I already said. So when I tell people, I don't chase trending topics. I don't need nobody to tell me nothing. I watch the goddamn public information, public news. I know this game. I know the ins and outs of life itself to a degree. So when people telling me what it is, I get it clear. Even though everybody is so dedicated to signs and symbols and they oaths and pledges, Somehow they won't get it. Because everybody didn't get that. They were all lied to, y'all. Jay-Z was lied to. Them people boost his head up. He thought he was going to get away with everything, but that's not going to happen. So I'm going to keep telling all of y'all, when you see this happening to Jay-Z, the same thing will happen to you in your life. I'm talking about everybody that look up to him, that think they deal with so much of high science or cultic knowledge. You will finally see they all been trapped in pyramids of failure. Yes, the pyramid was their prison. Everything they were taught was their prison. But they thought, being that they were favorites, see, this is how it went down. After slavery, they enlightened people from these plantations, and they told them they were free, and they told them you will have the light and the knowledge that the rest of them don't have. You will have the most elite information on the planet that nobody has. That's what they told them. But I just got one thing I'm gonna tell you. Anybody know real history of the world, you know there's many ancient civilizations that whipped ass, that slaughtered, that was nothing to play with. And those names will never be mentioned. I'm talking about names from Europe to Asia to Africa. Tribes and nations named that will never be mentioned. And you will never in your life get to claim their name because you ain't going to know their name. Now, if you get that part, then you'll see why Master told you who you're going to be. He told you who you are. And he told you you're special. And you have this special knowledge. But he didn't tell you that same knowledge you thought was sacred was going to be the sacred knowledge to destroy your ass and put you all trapped up. You're going to be trapped in pyramids. Y'all going to be trapped in goddamn hexagons, and you're going to be trapped in octagons. You're going to be trapped in every goddamn geometrical shape. And that's going to prove nowhere to run. You didn't get it. You didn't get it. Meaning the Most High has no shape or form. All right? Let's go. That's for you smart people. Ellen DeGeneres moved to the UK. Now, we went in all this. When I was telling people, it's a reason for you to be racist. It's a reason for you to just know one race. Because when you just know one race, you ain't going to know about everything else. You ain't going to know about nothing. So, when I've been giving people these parallels, I was showing you. See Ellen right here? Ellen's with the family of Jay. Because, see, I don't talk politics. I watch it. So, when somebody came in office about 2009, I watched everybody that had a part of getting him in office. I knew everybody that represented him on TV, music. These are things I've been watching for part of my life now, y'all. That's why I know what's going on. And I know the team. So my point is this. When I started seeing the team panicking, dismantling, scattering, and I started getting all these clues, I've been putting it together. Because I tell you, I don't just watch BET. I do not just listen to no Black Experience, right? I'm not racist. I don't got to just get my news from one people. That's why I will only know one thing. So, being that I don't get it from just one information, meaning my information from one source, when that whole one source is filled with lies, all I'm going to get is lies. So I got to go somewhere else. Everybody's drinking that dirty water. Everybody's drinking from the same dirty water fountain. That's why they're all poisoned. So, being that I already knew the role Ellen played, because she was the national spokesman for another president when he was in office. She was a national spokesman. Jay-Z was a national spokesman for another person when he was in office. They was all together. Oprah Winfrey, y'all know already. Tyler Perry, y'all know already. So when I've been giving y'all these clues, before they all got in trouble, before Tyler Perry had a charge, before fatjoe, before Jay-Z, before all of them, I told you that their time was up and they better get the F out of here. But it's just not me. I also gave you the illustration that majority of the country knows the truth and majority of the country is on their ass. All right? These are all updates because it's September now. We going into almost a year. Because now it hit the fan, Jay-Z can't hide no more. That's what we're talking about. So I'm giving people the full background. I know that Ellen and Jay-Z been tight from day one. I know that. Y'all might not know that. When I've been telling the people, Jay-Z don't rock with y'all. He don't like y'all guys. Sorry. He teaches y'all all this black power stuff. He teaches y'all all this fake social revolutionary talk, guy. But he smiles and charms with the finest of Europeans in European garments. And he loves Paris and he loves United Kingdom. All right? But you guys don't want to get it. You guys stayed in that fantasy world. Even though Jay-Z told you, you want the old Jay-Z buy more album because he knew y'all all stuck in the past anyway. All right? So he been disrespecting y'all many times. Now, let's go because it shouldn't hit the fan. All right, let's go. Giving you the proof. Ellen DeGeneres moved to the UK because of who? Allegedly because of the president. And it's a reason why she left, because of the president. Many different reasons. But let me make this clear. She is the one and others that tried to gaslight that when somebody come in the White House, they're going to try to be against their rules and laws. And they're going to try to flip. They try to make it like that man was going to be against the rainbow. But it was gaslighting. It was Chicken Little, the sky's falling. That's what Ellen was doing. It also been a plot where they say them celebrities been gassing Americans up to lead a country and get rid of their birthrights. Yeah, I forgot it was a story told about somebody selling out their birthright, right? I'll make it clear for you again. You was told a story about somebody selling their birthright, right? Well, if I ask you a question, in this country called America, who is the main people selling their birthrights? Who's the main people quick to give up their birthrights? Who's the main people always quick to, they were ready to pick up every other flag in this period. Every other flag, every other religion, every other culture, every other lifestyle. Who was the main people? Who was the people that gave away their birthrights? All right, then. So I'm saying all that for a reason. Because being that people want to give up their birthright so bad, now their birthrights are taken. All right? It's called outcast. Told you a lot of people got flipped into foreigners, but this whole movement, you see that state on the left? That whole movement came from California, and it spread from west to east. Every rebellious movement, that's where it come from. So when we talk about the Panthers, that's where it come from. All right, and y'all still talk about the Panthers. The Panthers was also a division of blacks. All right, so let's get that clear. Because Black Panthers were really people from the street that were criminals / anti-government, anti-corporation. But the Black Panthers were sponsored by white liberal organizations. But the Black Panthers always looked down on good, educated blacks. If you were an educated black, if you were a black from the suburb, if you was a black from a good household, the Black Panthers frowned upon you and shamed your ass. All right? So we're going to get over all that shit now. Meaning all that fake-ass revolutionary shit. When y'all still talk about Tupac revolutionary, but his goddamn mother that was living in mansions. They were fighting over money in the end, all right? Black Panther was financed by white liberals, okay? You poor-ass niggas ain't never had money for guns and none of that shit. They'll tell you Black Panthers were hobos, living from place to place, apartment to apartment, deep in one crib. They didn't have shit because they were used as pawns in a particular movement. We're going to get into that another time. I'm saying that because it is a rebellious spirit that people don't get. It's going to still end your ass up out the country. I'm going to tell you again, the Jim Jones movement, when he took them people to Guyana and slaughtered their ass. Where was they from? California, the home of rebellion. Jim Jones had them thinking they was going to move to Russia. They thought they was going to China. He had them studying communist books. He had black people, fool, and whites. He had them dummies sell a house They were born Americans. They sold their home and thought they were going to China. No, I keep telling you, this is nothing new. It's just that y'all still didn't get it. So Jay-Z kept pushing this anti-American shit. Where you going at? When I said something about when you black, you ain't got nowhere to go. How many times I told you that? You have nowhere to go. Because they didn't think somebody was going to get elected. They thought they were going to have a way monopolizing. So also what I'm going to show you today, how Jay-Z now is so low. I already showed y'all everything, y'all's number updates. I'm going to show y'all. All right. I proved to y'all how they make fake news, fake posts, paid companies. So now today I'm going to show y'all with your own eyes. You're going to see how Jay-Z is so low. He is trying to get credit off his kids. He's trying to get shine off his kids. I already told you he was trying to get shine off his wife. And yes, today we also going to look at the facts. He ruined Beyonce's career, y'all. He did it. It's him. He ruined her career. The same thing he doing Beyonce is the same thing Shannonsharpe did with his brother. So even if Beyonce was around Diddy all these years, you know she was there because of Jay-Z, period. So it's that simple. It's because of him, y'all. All of this that she dealing with is because of him. So I'm also going to keep telling you what I'm seeing. Tina and Beyonce, they're going to have to be forced to do, something. I don't think Tina and them all want to live overseas. He got to live over there. That's him. I don't think this, I'm telling you, y'all, this going somewhere else. It's going somewhere else. He might be found over there like Jimi Hendrix or something. Get it? I don't know, y'all. I'm just telling you. We up. Oh, now we're going to get into it today. We're going to get into it. Yeah. Y'all going to see with your own eyes how this man is panicking. I'm going to show you the media shit not working. I'm going to show you them manufacturing their own posts. They're using the kids, y'all. The kids is the last result for Jay-Z to get sympathy. But it's not working. And the main thing I want y'all to see today is, too, out of everything Jay-Z is doing, he's not addressing nothing. He didn't address nobody. He think it's still back in the days where he do shit subliminal in his rap songs. No, Jay-Z, no. You're not playing the guard role no more, bro. You have to address shit like a regular human being. Remember how Diddy got in front of that camera with that doodle brown shirt on, and Diddy had to show humility and address the public? You got to do it too, Jay-Z. Y'all didn't notice that yet? Jay-Z don't want to give us that. See, we have even saw shannonsharpe. Let's slow this down, y'all. We have saw everybody broke down on camera. We didn't even see Iverson crying. God damn it, we seen Jordan crying. We seen LeBron crying. We seen everybody broke down. Jay-Z don't want us to see him broke down, y'all. He's not going to give us that. That's also what you're watching, y'all. You're watching a rebellion of a man that's really already broken. He's already finished, but he's not going to let you get that. Me and my people on this channel, we've been seeing it. We've been laughing. We've been having a ball, but he don't want the rest of the world to know. So once again, today, y'all, I'm going to prove the power of Jay-Z and Beyonce through media, how things were happening that I didn't even know about. All of this shit, y'all, it's been media wars. They've been on the run. They've been fighting for their career, but I'm going to keep telling you, the main thing they did not want to happen, they did not want black people to know. But this is my proof that this man was God over the black community. It's the truth, because he was able to actually control their fucking reality through this news, y'all. And I'm going to show you again today. All right, we up. Letting y'all pull up. Let's go. All right, so we had to get into the facts. When I always told y'all Ellen is the clue, they no good in this country no more. All they was doing was playing charades. So then I showed you Jay-Z and Beyonce went to visit Ellen and they were looking at property. Okay, everything around here is up to date. Let's go. U.S. TV star Ellen DeGeneres has made her first public appearance since moving to the United Kingdom, saying she decided to settle in England the day after the president was reelected. See that? They thought he was never coming back, y'all. Because it is said he was supposed to get elected last time. We're going to leave it at that. The comedian and host told a crowd in Gloucestershire that life is just better in the UK. Ellen is over there lying to them people. Ellen, if life is so much better in the UK, why you haven't been living over there all these years and just visited America? Piers Morgan live over there. Why you ain't been living over there? Oh, because your TV show over with and you got exposed for being a rude person and doing people dirty. Now the UK is so fabulous. Even though it's parts of America look just like UK. So that's all I'm going to say it again. It's parts of America look just like UK. Ellen, why don't you just tell the truth that you had to run the UK? You had to run because you was with the team. It is not that you had the biggest mouth. You had the biggest mouth, Ellen. That's why you ran. All right? So you made it personal. But I also showed you that Ellen is not playing. When I said Ellen is not BT, she's not going to act like she's okay. She's not going to perpetrate to her fans like she has no problem, nothing to see here. I didn't do nothing. Ellen didn't play that role. Ellen didn't portray the role to be this queen on top, and I'm not going to fall. No, that was Jay-Z and Beyonce. So I always gave y'all the clue. I said, yo, Ellen is the clue. They're not good. I said, you see how she ran? I said, because Ellen is not black. She don't got to perpetrate a fraud that she's not in trouble. All right? She don't got to perpetrate a fraud to keep her black fans. I told y'all already. This is why it had to be racial, because it had to be a division so I could give understanding to what this is about. It's the whole Hollywood. But see, when I say black Hollywood, then they get it. They get it, y'all. But when I told you it is millions upon millions under black Hollywood that didn't want the shit to fall, I told you they all together at trying to keep it afloat. But now they had honchos that are decapitated. All right, so like I said, it's a chain of command, y'all. Ellen, y'all know she was media, one of America's favorite. She spearheaded. Ellen, I don't care who get it to this day, you better get it clear. Ellen was the queen of spearheading the rainbow movement. That was her job. Before the laws got pushed, she already had a job to play. Her job was to introduce the world, the lifestyle to America on national TV. That was her job, to teach the gospel of the rainbow to the American public. That was their show. That's what it was. That was her position. All right? So, just know she ran. That's all you got to know. She ran. But we're going to look at why she ran. Ellen said she and her wife, Portia de Rossi, were considering getting married again in England after some moves in the U.S. to reverse the right to marriage, and that America can still be scary for people to be who they are. You hear the gaslighting? America can still be scary for people to be who they are. You hear the lies of the gaslighting, y'all? She's trying to make it like she left the country because the president gonna come in, he gonna reverse all these laws, all these rules, and everybody gonna be in all this trouble. But is that really the truth? I'll make it very clear for you. I have rainbow people that live in my neighborhood on my block. They got their flag out. They got lights on their house. And nobody cares. They mind their business. Nobody cares nobody cares about none of that shit. They regular people in the neighborhood. Walk their dogs, jog. Nobody cares about that shit. All right? Because everybody is looked at as Americans. People are into American life. What's the American life originally? Mind your effing business. So I'm going to keep showing you the gaslighting of the woke. It's so horrible. We have to be worried. He's going to do this. Those are lies, y'all. Why you think at the election that man played the song just for y'all? YMCA played the song just for y'all to let y'all know everything going to be okay. But y'all didn't get it, did you? Then we're going to see how somebody else sent him a cease and desist. So the Village group that sing the song YMCA, they let the president play the song, but somebody said, I don't want you playing my song. And we're going to look at that today. So I just want you to see, Ellen was talking shit. Now her ass had to go back to where it rains a lot. All right. So this is that we're not gonna keep playing around. When I said mostly all of them are gone from Hollywood first, according to the shit they did, according to the things they said, according to how hard they went. See, Ellen is being judged for over 10 years. You got to remember, it starts when somebody came in office. If you know who was arch enemies, you will get it clear. This shit goes back to the story of the birth certificate, all that shit. So the people with the biggest mouths, they're the ones desperate to flee the country. That's why you're gonna see her, Ellen, and Jay-Z, who was somebody's right-hand man. They the main two. Now you got other celebrities. They might have been talking shit recent. They might have been joking. They ain't do too much. They okay. It's certain ones that made it personal. LeBron James, J-Lo. It's certain people that said certain things, y'all. Get it? Like people that call somebody stupid, an idiot, and certain things, racist. Anybody, I know this for a fact too. Anybody that's accused of trying to turn communities against that man, I know for a fact they ass grass. I'll just make it clear. Anybody try to turn the black community against that man, anybody try to turn the Latino community against that man, all I know is they getting smoked. All right, and that's all I know. Anybody who try to turn the rainbow community against his ass, they getting smoked. That's Ellen. All right, I'll give it to you more clear than that. Ellen tried to get the rainbow community to go against the president. Jay-Z tried to get black people to go against the president. J-Lo and FatJoe tried to get Latinos to go against the president. Can you get it very clear? All right. Oh, you don't believe shit. You just look at how they living. Is FatJoe comfortable? Is J-Lo comfortable? Is Ellen comfortable? You just look at how all their comfortability somehow got shifted. But what a lot of y'all didn't know, they shit got shifted last November. None of them had a good Christmas last year, y'all. Those thanks, Black. So I'm giving clarity today. This ain't no hate. This is what it is. This is called truth. All right. So look, as you see, Ellen was promoted. Also, I told you, I showed you through Sierra. It's a movement going on where they're trying to trick white Americans to take their ass back to Europe, and they've been trying to trick black Americans to take your ass back to Africa. Yes, I've been doing research on this shit for a minute, y'all. Yes. All right, let me run it down for y'all real quick. Now, I saw situations of so-called people going back to Spain, moving to Spain. I saw a situation of Americans moving their ass to Spain, and Americans want to get their ass out of Spain. And one dude told me he trapped in Spain. He want to leave that shit. Then I saw how I told you about the couple I saw call themselves retiring, moving to Africa. And the African people were clowning them, trolling them, treating them like nothing. So I seen with my own eyes Americans giving up their rights to go overseas and putting themselves back as second-class citizens. Because you're not from there, dummy. So that's what been happening. But these celebrities been gaslighting it, that America is so bad that, you know, we can leave. Then they leave and y'all find out the hard way they've been lied to, y'all. Yup. That black couple was in Africa talking about slavery. Them people didn't know what the hell they was talking about, y'all. And the black woman said, these people don't know their history. This black American woman is in Africa talking about Africans don't know that they don't know the history. They don't know about the slave trade like that. I'm like, yo, this shit is sad. But my point is, Ellen was with that movement of gaslighting. So you know what she was really doing? Trying to gaslight rainbow couples to move out of America and move overseas. But the trick is making y'all lose y'all American citizenship. Then when you want to come back home, it's hard for you to get back. That's what they're trying to do, trick your ass. All right? So that's what they've been doing. Meanwhile, we saw Ellen recently be coming back. So I said they doing it reverse. They live overseas and then they visit America. Then they go back home. Because over here, they can't sleep at nights. She also addressed allegations of a toxic workplace that led to the end of her long-running chat show in 2022. See, because before social media, her shit was a chat show. Get it? That's why I'm gonna show y'all. It all before reality. But look, this was the formula, y'all. Before social media, it was always social engineering. I look at it like this: social media before social media was the Ellen Show, Maury, Jerry Springer. You got to put all that shit together. So I'm saying all that ratchet shit together, and then later on that will become social media, and then you will see all those behaviors instead of Ellen and her guests talking on the show. Ellen and her guests, everybody's talking online. It's called going live. Fighting from Jerry Springer, same shit on your timeline. Instagram, Facebook Live. The Jerry Springer Show is on your timeline. Get it? Same shit. Maury Povich, kid ain't mine, that's your son. Step up, be a man. All this shit, you saw that on your timeline. Mothers beefing about baby fathers. You seen women pulling out pregnancy tests. All that shit on your timeline. To this day, you in the same world. You just didn't get. All they do for you is switch the playing field. All they did was take TV shows and put them together. It's an application now. Before y'all watch the Jerry Springer Show, now you are the Jerry Springer Show. Before you guys watch Ellen, now you guys turn your channels into Ellen. You with the woke movement now. Now we got you guys taking up for rights and everything. Speaking up, proud, arguing, all that shit. That's y'all. So I'm going to keep showing you. All right? Also, you see Ellen showing off her sheeps, right? You see Ellen with her sheeps, right? Yeah, she got sheeps and goats. That's right. So the thing is this. I'm giving y'all the whole formula because this is exactly what Jay-Z and Beyonce going to be doing. They out there with her. That's right. Because one thing about Jay-Z, y'all forget, and Beyonce, they look up to them people. When I showed y'all Jay-Z and Beyonce at Kris Jenner house, and I showed you how Kris Jenner was treating them like nobody. They walking in Kris Jenner's backyard, she just sitting down looking at them like, y'all know what's up. You better come over and kiss the ring. I'm not getting up. Because y'all, they know their position. See, they played that big role in front of us, but when they get around Ellen, Kris Jenner, Hillary, all them other people, they play their position. Meaning Jay-Z did not make it nowhere in his career without bigger help. So even when if he want to move to UK, he still has to get guidance from Ellen. He don't know shit about the UK like that. All right, Tom Cruise over there too. When I showed you last year, they've been going over there testing the waters. They've been going over there. All right. Then I showed you Jay-Z and Beyonce with Tom Cruise walking in England. But then I showed you them when they went to New York City, they was on a tour bus. They wasn't walking nowhere. They was on a tour bus like the tourists when they ride through Manhattan. That's what Jay-Z was doing with his kids. He did a lot of shit to show me he's not with this American stuff, this New York stuff. Definitely not New York at all. No. All right. So, guys, it's okay, man. I say this to say, like, look, I know some of y'all think that BT dying and Jay-Z and them dying is going to end your money because you depend on black entertainment to eat. But that's not what this is about. It's just about the end of an era, and it's about daytime is up. And it's that a lot of y'all kept their shit going. So if you one of the people that kept their shit going, then you one of the people going to go down with them. It's just what's going to happen. Because y'all exposed, guys. The exposure is y'all took up for the wrong people for too long. Y'all covered it up. Y'all put them on a pedestal. Even though a lot of y'all knew exactly what they was doing. Meaning, the number one thing Jay-Z and them did that they are number one guilty of for a fact is media manipulation. That's a fact. Him and his wife manipulated the fuck out of media when they put themselves together as a brand, like I said. That's why you will never hear Jay-Z without Beyonce and Beyonce without Jay-Z, because they became a power couple group, but they really was a group used to destroy any competing artists. Jay-Z and Beyonce is a group, y'all. And the thing about Jay-Z and Beyonce, they have the most industry knowledge of everybody in the game. So if you judge them on their industry knowledge, that alone makes them the most powerful in the game because they know the shit more than anybody. They've been in the longest, and they know the ins and outs. So it's a lot of reasons why they had power, but their power still had a certain level, y'all. All right. So Ellen DeGeneres shares new photo from her home after relocating to the United Kingdom. Ellen was laying down the blueprint for them. Ellen knows, like I said, I told y'all last year, update, the biggest secret in American history of our time, of the 2020s, was Hollywood got smoked out. Black Hollywood got scattered like the tribe of Israel. All right? Can you get it clear now? They got scattered. That's why now they in Vegas, they in Atlanta, they overseas, they in Hawaii. These are facts. The pandemic shut it down. When the pandemic shut down Hollywood, then the Me Too movement, all that was going on at the same time. Harvey Weinstein, their boss, went to prison. They've been up since then. Then they went on strike. Then somebody came in office. And it's been over. It's been over for them for a minute. Financially. So their money is all drained out from 2020. And that's why I kept telling you. You're going to see since 2020, when I was talking about how jayz and them kept losing deals. Since 2020, a lot of them didn't really make no big money. Because they had to do the same thing we did. When the businesses closed up, when the pandemic hit, their money slowed up. They had to sit on their money. They had to spend a lot of their money too. But then they took a lot of losses. They lost mansions. But I also know before I saw them lose their mansions, I saw people selling their mansions. I saw many celebrities in Hollywood selling their mansion. This was about 2022. Meanwhile, they were buying mansions. That's when I started to see, some people, they don't know what's going on, y'all. I started noticing even jayz don't know what's up. Ellen DeGeneres, this is very important because the same thing that applies to Ellen applies to jayz. Now, this is the other thing I wanted to prove to y'all again. I showed you the so-called white celebrities had nothing to hide. Ellen told you she ran because of the president. When their homes got burnt down, the white celebrities, Paris Hilton and others, told you their home got burnt down. But I kept telling you, in the black department, they didn't say shit. Shh. They didn't want you to know they was on a run like Ellen. They didn't want you to know they shit burnt down like Paris Hilton. And then I said, why? Why do they cover all this janky-ass news? They were talking about all this shit. But the biggest news that happened, nobody could talk about because that was their exposure. When I saw everybody had to be quiet because of what was happening to jayz and Beyonce, that's when I started saying it's all of them. They all together. They were not permitted to speak on none of the failure. If you don't get it clear, I've been telling you, all of these platforms he controlled, they all on Instagram. Mainly Shade Room. Shit like that. All right? They were all part of keeping y'all stupid. So it's 2025 September. If you did not know they both was on the run since last year and their career's been over and they've been done with, then that's your proof that black Hollywood be in the dirt and y'all been sleeping and y'all been living lies. So when I tell you, don't blame nobody else for telling y'all lies. Y'all believe the lies they told y'all when you believe they were kings and queens and they would never be faded. You missing the show, guys. This shit is for real. You actually thought they were going to prosper after the diddler. That's how I been knew y'all were all stupid. When I went back in all of this shit to prove to y'all, man, they nothing but rappers. And I said, oh shit, jayz. I said, Diddy, the one that put them together. Then what we do, y'all, we watch them keep with these lies. Jaguar told y'all what it was. But they kept picking and choosing. Don't forget, it's the crazy people that told all the truth. Remember? All right, then. So let's go. Because now we getting started. Ellen confirms she moved to the UK after the president got reelected. All right? Now let's check it out. She and her wife says they plan to relocate part-time, but decided we're staying here. Why part-time, Ellen? I told y'all they be gaslighting. They were gaslighting Americans to move. Meanwhile, they gonna move. They gonna be still back in America. Don't let them lie to your ass. No, they got jets, so it's nothing for them to fly in America, chill for a couple of days, fly back home, fly back. Ain't nothing for them to do that. That's what they do anyway. All right. So meanwhile, you follow Ellen, you gonna be stuck over there. Yeah. No, y'all, they ain't shit. All right. So for my people that know what's up, we knew from way back what time it is with Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Ellen. We know what's up because they've been accused of being abusers. You didn't see the pattern yet? Jay-Z been accused of abuse. Ellen been accused of abuse, treating people like straight dirt. Get it? Y'all don't get it. Because remember, y'all, check it out. For those people, they get abused their whole life. So for them, abuse is normal. It is said Jay-Z abuses many ways. One way you're going to get abused by him, you're going to do a whole lot of rapping, but somehow you're going to end up broke and you ain't going to have no career after that. Yup. So not only did he ruin Beyonce's career, he ruined every rapper he touched career. Period. What's up, QB? That's what he did. They're also being accused of being devil worshippers. All right. It ain't about what they're accused of. It's about what's online. It's about what Jay-Z down with. So don't forget that part. He's also being accused of being a devil worshiper. Not only that, it is being proven that he has also spread his devil gospel. He has spread the demonic gospel. It has touched the hearts and souls of a lot of people. Yes, he is charged with being part of the fiber that helped corrupt America. Yup, through his demonic worship, through his drug dealing teachings, and his teachings of black entrepreneurship, which really means take all the money from black people that you can. These are some of the things he's charged with. Also, not doing nothing for the black community and telling a million lies. One lie he told was he owned the Nets. And people don't get that one little lie caused a big-ass regentrification of Brooklyn. And that's because of him. Because y'all don't know, that shit went back from the Barclay to Williamsburg. So we ain't going there. But I'm showing you this picture because I didn't make it. A while ago, people were saying that they are two nasty figures and they are being accused of being abusive. So when I've been telling you this bigger than what people think it is, see them with the same shirts on? So, being that I've been knew what's up with them, it's not a coincidence out of all countries, he moved to United Kingdoms. Where Ellen at? Ellen is a witch too. All right. Jay-Z on a jet ski, officially replacing the bald eagle as the symbol of America because he's a joke. So like I said, when all this stuff been coming out, people thought it was for no reason, y'all. It's very clear. When they was putting Jay-Z with Epstein, Harvey, and the rest of them, somebody was trying to tell me he with them, he just liked them. Now, once again, this is before the world acknowledged that LeBron James does not have no more clout with the Lakers. Back then, I've been told you, LeBron time is up, y'all. LeBron is finished. What happened, y'all? They kept lying. They didn't believe it. They didn't even know what was going on. Now look at the picture. Where's Diddy at? In prison. Where's LeBron at? Falling from grace. Where Harvey Weinstein at? In prison with Diddy. Who else is there? Jeffrey. Who's in the back? Jay-Z. What were they telling you? These are all rich, abusive men. All right? So, why is all these pictures coming out? See, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Some of y'all got peanut brains. Some of y'all, I'm going to just be respectful. When I was telling people, there's no coming back from none of this. He's not working no more deals after this. He's not going to ever be straight again. Almost a year later. Do you get it now? Everybody knows, y'all. This is why I said, this is what all the damedash shit about. This is when I get to show you about black fucking YouTube. When they keep talking about Jay-Z, Jay-Z, Jay-Z. And I also said it is no proof that damedash and Jay-Z really got beef. It still ain't no real proof. Because the number one question nobody never asked Dame or none of them is, what's up with that Aaliyah stuff? All right? So I'm going to keep telling y'all. Brooklyn rap game, gone, broke, done, finished. Pack it up. New York City rap, over with. Hip-hop museum, rest in peace. New York City rap does not exist, only in statues and monuments and fucking paraphernalia. That's it. It's not coming back for a lot of reasons. Jay-Z moved to London. You still don't believe it? Do you now see why BET is over? Black Entertainment TV? How the fuck they gonna have a concert? How they gonna have a show? No, y'all. They know what's up. The corporations know. The check writers know. Only people that didn't get it is the fans. And the fans that don't get it, they are the ones that are 100% brainwashed by Jay-Z, meaning same way his ass out of here, same way they gonna be out of here. No, y'all. If you know anything about rulership, if you know once the king goes down, the castle gets destroyed and the people get scattered. That's what happens. All right? So I'm just letting y'all know the storyline. Let's go. See that? The diddler. When there was sagas made on this man, the best cartoons ever seen, known to man, the best cartoons ever. All the clues and secrets in all the cartoons. When I been got last year, that what? Jay-Z ain't getting away from this. His ass ain't getting away from this. What happened? Did he get away? Is his name cleared? Is he winning? We need proof, y'all. No. This is why memphisbleek got to work. This is why fatjoe, Jay the Kiss, this is why all them been working, y'all. It's not about that no more. It's about they ass are foreigners. And today it's going to be proven to y'all. Because it's their number, what I said already. This is nothing but what we've been looking at play by play during this live saga every morning called the end of an era. Now, you get to see that all that fake shit, it didn't work. When I kept showing, yo, y'all, this shit ain't working. It's not working. It's not working. And then it's not working. Y'all see this? They're trying to put out their own news. They're putting their own post out. Now they're using the kids. No, I got it very clear because they gave us all of the clues before the Diddy trial. And I'm going to tell y'all again. While me and my people on this channel was laughing at all of this shit last year, all of this shit was coming out while y'all were talking about Kendrick and Drake the whole last year. That's why all y'all were distracted from the real shit. Because Jay-Z plan was to put it on Drake. We're going to call Drake the biggest Geppetto. Meanwhile, they the ones being accused of being the biggest fucking Geppettos. That was the magic trick. That's why last year, none of y'all knew what was going on. I didn't go for the script. I paid attention to Drake Kendrick, but I let you know the real shit. Yo, this the real shit right here. Jay-Z ass on the run. The real shit is him and Diddy being destroyed in a whole fucking nation. I said, man, that shit with Drake ain't about nothing. I said, that's a Jay-Z stunt. All right? Did I lie to you? After they put it on Drake, what happened to Jay-Z? He got accused of going in a room, right? He got accused of going in a room. Right? This happened to Jay-Z. See, after the Kendrick Drake beef died out, he got accused of going in a room. After they called Drake a Geppetto, he got accused of being a Geppetto, but you still didn't get it. I also been telling y'all little secrets. If y'all don't think Drake is behind a lot of this, you're mistaken. He played the role of the punching bag. He played the role of the fool. Drake took all the slander because he don't want nothing to do with it. Because he know one day they're going to be gone. He'll be back. See that? When I said back then, yo, y'all, Doesn't matter what he did. If he didn't do it, don't matter. He's never going to be away from this. And don't forget, J-Lo's right there. So when I kept showing you, it's a reason why J-Lo in this shit for a lot of reasons. Not only did J-Lo run her mouth recent, J-Lo was around a lot of dirt. Secrets we will never find out. But it is people that know these secrets, and they've been telling us. Why am I saying that? Jay-Z been knew his time was up, but he kept thinking Diddy was going to go to jail, y'all. So I kept giving people play-by-play. He thought Diddy was going to hurry up and get 25 years to life, and he was going to be able to walk around as the new king with all the glory and got all the power to himself. That's what he thought. But I was telling y'all since then, this picture before that, I said, family, if you just think Diddy it's not going to happen. But this all made me do the homework, because I'm not going to lie. By people keep believing Jay-Z was over Diddy, it made me have to go do real homework to prove it, that it's a lie. No, he's not. And I went into the history. And I was able to dig up the dirt of Diddy controlled his ass since 96, 97. And then the proof is, it's a reason why Tupac did Jay-Z in 96, because he knew some shit. He knew Jay-Z was under Diddy. They knew this from the song with Tupac. They knew he was next in line. But you're not looking at it like when Jay-Z rapping with Biggie, Brooklyn, you're not looking at it like Diddy behind that too. Yeah, he gonna be my next dude from Brooklyn. We just didn't know that. We don't know that. We don't know that. That Diddy could have had a plan way back then. Jay-Z, yeah, he gonna be my next Biggie. It's gonna be him. We not looking at it like that, y'all. We not looking at it like Diddy could already had in his mind. Whether it was during the pop shit, after pop, yo, Jay-Z gonna be next. He gonna be the one. Because that's how long he been controlling them. Then we go into the album No Way Out. Jay-Z writes lyrics on that album. Diddy's first hit solo record, verses written by Jay-Z and friends. All right? Period. No Beyonce in the picture. No J-Lo yet. This is when we go into the pictures, looking at how Diddy controlled Jay-Z, and we assume that at this time, 1997, Jay-Z was to Diddy the same exact role he played with Meek Mill. Because Jay-Z was Meek Mill before Meek Mill. These are goddamn facts. I did homework, and this shit is proven. So you want to laugh at Meek Mill? Just know Jay-Z was Meek Mill first. And also remember this. If anybody might be on any goddamn camera all these years, I don't put nothing past the diddler. If I had to bet my life, if the diddler got footage on Jay-Z, I'd say he does. All right, so let's go. He ain't safe. Beyonce and Jay-Z reportedly closed the deal on British farmland for new estates. Mind you, in black media, it's still being played out as they're just purchasing all this property. No, that man had no security. He can't sleep at night. He don't know if he might get whacked by a crazy fan. He don't know. Let's go. Beyonce and Jay-Z might be ready to have a new place outside of the U.S. Here's what reports suggest about how they likely closed the deal on some British farmland. See? Now the nigga's going to turn into Slick. He's going to be Slick Rick for real. Next time he rap, he's going to have a British accent like Slick Rick. Yeah. No, this what happened, Big Mouth. All right? This what happened, Big Mouth. See it? Talking all that shit, right? Now look where you at. That's where you at now, Jay. Sad part is, Beyonce had to be with you. This ain't none of her fault. See? Either way, Jay-Z, you see somehow you still ain't run away from that red, white, and blue now, did you, picklehead? Still under that red, white, and blue. Huh? No, they moved overseas because they scared. I kept giving y'all the clues. I just don't want to say everything, y'all. When I kept giving you hints from day one, they lost their clearance. They lost their clearance. When that man came in office, did you think he was going to still protect them? I told you, it's a reason when you heard all them people got fired. They lost their clearance. They lost their clearance, y'all. They lost their protection. In America, they have to fend for themselves, meaning their own security. They can't get agencies to protect them no more. It's not going to happen, y'all. That's why they really, 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 really scared. Get it? We're going to look at it. Because there's a lot of stuff y'all forget. I'm going to get to all of it. Remember, black media is trying to portray it as they're purchasing other property in the UK. But in the real world, no, they have to move to the UK. Why? Just so happened 2 of their American properties got messed up. Magically. See that, Brooklyn? Brooklyn. I'm from New York. The nigga's in London now. He better get a London hat. That's what he better get. He better get him a London hat. He better get a soccer team hat. Football. All right? So, Beyonce and Jay-Z reportedly closed the deal. That's why all their news now is only about what they bought, what they spent, what they doing, because they don't have no career, y'all. They didn't even make a lot of albums together. They understood their money comes from social media manipulation, concert ticket sales, merchandises, and streams. That is how they were getting their money and getting percentages off rappers, Rock Nation, getting percentages off getting sports people deals. I showed you Rock Nation has been getting money. Most of his money has been coming through athletes from soccer, football, baseball, basketball. Free money management off Rock Nation, helping athletes get bigger deals so he get a bigger percentage. That is how he been getting his money. What else? Do say it. But what he do? He sold title. Let's go. Let's go. 50 been telling you. So let me make clarity. It is only two rappers that have been going against Jay-Z and Diddy since day one and didn't stop. 50 Cent and Gucci Mane. But nobody still didn't ask why yet. What else we going to look at today? We're going to look at how Jay-Z puts out fake news. He will have his companies make fake posts on social media. But one thing you're going to see about Jay-Z, he does not address no man. He does subliminal shit like a hoe. He never addressed 50 yet. He didn't address Kanye. They all been poking his ass, poking him. He don't say nothing. He hide behind his wife and kids. Jay-Z is so low, y'all. He is hiding behind his wife and kids now. He's hiding behind his kids, really. Sad. Meanwhile, they've been telling you. Same thing I told you. Ever since this, I told you they never coming back. Ever since this, I told you they never coming back. You see this shit? This was them celebrating Christmas last year. Told you they were never coming back. Now you got the proof. Y'all all been believing lies, fairy tales, listening to fake-ass, whack-ass news because they ain't never coming back. And the rap game been dead. That's why now you're talking about Tamar Braxton and Lil Nas X. This the real shit, guys. Jay-Z, after hearing the news about Diddy, he thought he was going to be the last man standing. He thought he was going to play the Jay-Z role of just being quiet, put a muzzle on everybody. We're going to let this shit blow over, and I'll be back in power. That's what he thought. All right? Question number 2. What has Jay-Z done musically in his career since 2020? You have saw that man ride his wife wave for Renaissance tour. Now Cowboy Carter. What has he been doing? When his wife got dragged, did he take up for this? No. Did he make up fake news to take up for this? No. When I've been telling you, his wife been the main one getting dragged. And he don't respond to nothing. All right? Now let's look at the fake posts that Jay-Z puts out on himself because they have paid media. Good morning. I hardly slept last night. I probably cried more missing my kids. I'm listening to Renegade by Eminem and Jay-Z from the Blueprint album. Do you see this as a slick promotion of the Blueprint album? Because Eminem is trending right now for something else. And Jay-Z wants us to remember that he did a song with Eminem So this is a post showing us that this person hardly slept and they cried, but this song Renegade got them through. I'm missing my kids, but I'm listening to Renegade by Eminem and Jay-Z from the Blueprint album. Don't forget, that's where it's at. Stream it. All right? See that? Look. This is the same person. I'm listening to Renegade, reminding myself that no one can take what God has given me. I am trusting God all the way through it. Now, that's the person that made this post right here. Same post. But I want you to see at the bottom. See that shit ain't getting no likes? You see it ain't got no comments, right? All right? I'm showing you fake-ass posts. I'm showing you manufactured posts to make Jay-Z look good. That is really called fake posts. All right? Fake news. Paid bots, paid media. See the likes? No, I'm going to keep showing you what it is. One size fits all. They're trying to post all Jay-Z works to remind us. Don't forget, Jay-Z laid a lot of hits, man. Yo, he was the man. Don't forget. They posted this right here, 1996. Jay-Z, Can't Knock the Hustle, featuring Mary J. Blige. Don't forget, him and Mary got a song. But what's my proof of what I'm telling you? What I already been telling you. Jay-Z and Mary J. Blige, You Can't Knock the Hustle, is the proof of how long Jay-Z been knowing Diddy and how long Diddy been controlling his bitch ass, because he would have never gotten Mary J. Blige to feature on this album if the diddler did not say it's okay. The diddler is the one that authorized this damn song to be created. Cause you're not going to trick me, bitch. Reasonable Doubt had Biggie on it, Crooklyn, and it had You Can't Knock the Hustle. Two Diddy, what? Artists. Bad Boy is more behind Jay-Z than what you thought, because it was a Bad Boy Def Jam family, and I proved it already. What threw us all off, the nigga came out on Def Jam, but he was always under the diddler. Can you get it now? So why he want me to remember 96 about him and Mary? No, fool, that's my proof that Diddy been controlling his career. He never been over Diddy. And I say that because people did not want to accept it. When I heard people not from New York trying to tell me that he got all this power over Diddy. When I knew about Jay-Z, when he was going to D&D studio with Rockefeller t-shirt, they were trying to get deals. They were really spies. He only got in place because of Diddy and Hot 97. We've been cracking the code. All that shit was related. Control. To make them all stars. Jay-Z is a manufactured fucking puppet. He went from couldn't get signed to getting signed in a whole nother era from his time, where he was 10 years older, 5 years, 7 years older than all his competition. With more knowledge of the game, he's a fucking puppet. Look at him now. He was Diddy's bitch, y'all. These are facts. Jay-Z was the diddler's hoe. He pimped his ass. He manufactured his ass. All right? We know how it works. That's why he dissed Mace. Because the Diddy authorized it. So when we go back into Imaginary Player, we still going back to 97 when Diddy caressed his ass. Because in Imaginary Player, he was dissing Mace. So I also said, even though Cardi B just did his song over, I said Cardi B stupid for one, her career over with. She's a dummy for doing a Jay-Z song over with. But I said, maybe Jay-Z finessed Cardi to do that song. Because it is being said that since Cardi B did that song, Imaginary Player, Jay-Z re-released a video. Because Cardi B been getting ragged for ruining that song. But the proof is right in your face. 96, the 29-year anniversary, but you got to be an idiot if you don't link that to the 29-year anniversary of him and Diddy. Reasonable Doubt. The Jay-Z album y'all praise, cocksuckers. His best song, I'm Out for President to Represent. That's Nas on the hook. You Can't Knock the Hustle. That's Mary. Brooklyn's Finest. That's Biggie. He got all the hot shit at the hottest time, but the diddlers behind it. Nas, they want to be in a video back then. Jay-Z always had a grudge. So nobody on this fucking YouTube gonna talk more hip-hop than me. And matter of fact, half of them can't talk like that because they with the same program. All right? So here's your proof why this nigga's on the run. He don't want to go to jail and he don't want to get whacked because he don't have no more American protection. All right? Period. Why am I telling you that? Because y'all thought he was bigger than what he was. Meanwhile, he's a peon, but he understood the power of media. He understood the power of influence and influential friends. And he had a lot of highly influential friends. All right? That's it. And the main influential friend he had for you, which locked him in your brain when he told you he got the president on speed dial. And he was telling you, I'm the president too. I might not be in that White House, but I'm in the White House over you niggas. That's what he thought. And she thought she was Michelle. All right? So they got big-headed, y'all. It's all part of it. See that? He re-released Imaginary Players because Cardi did a remix and began trash. Why Cardi do his song? Because she don't got no music, for one. She don't got no talent. So she doing remakes of 30-year-old songs. No, they all washed the F up, y'all. They're finished. But Jay-Z's trying to remind us of who he was. Because who he is now, he know we see through that shit. Sorry, Jay-Z, I'm not under your spell. Sorry about that. Never was. So, you see the desperation, right? He wants us to remember his song with Eminem. Now, let's go into the real shit. All right? Diddy been controlling him. That's why I got this joke clear as day. When they told me in a cartoon of Diddy saying all of the stuff I did for you in the fucking cartoon. Got it clear as day because I already did the whole history. I don't got popcorn brain. I didn't turn into a little kid. All right? Meanwhile, I'm saying all that to say, you have to prove everybody thought they were going to hide and duck it, y'all. They thought they were going to run from it, but they not. Jay-Z ass is gone. All right? It's in the story. I helped you with your fucking career, and you're going to turn your back on me in the end. So he thought. So if anybody is paranoid about the diddler, it's him. It's a lot of reasons why he's moving to the UK, y'all. There's no guarantee that Diddy going to do time. There's no guarantee going to be in there for life. All right? It's a lot of reasons. He turned his back on the diddler. A lot of shit going to happen over there. All their careers are finished because of that. What part y'all don't get? No, I knew y'all was stupid when y'all actually thought Jay-Z was a king. They actually thought he was over Diddy. They try to make me think Jay-Z was the one beefing with Suge and Death Row and all of them. Yeah. See that? Cardi B whack ass doing the Jay-Z remix. I said, you got to be a stupid asshole to do a Jay-Z remix at this time. No, y'all both in the trash and y'all both are finished. That's what happened. All right? That's just what it is. Nobody want to hear their mouth. Let's go. Jay-Z talks about getting shot at. These are all posts. Meaning, Jay-Z been having a campaign online of people posting good news on him. But the proof is it's not getting no likes at all, which means nobody's even seeing it or caring. See that? Hip-hop VCR. Then I'm going to show you everything hip-hop is affiliated with them. It's only hip-hop pushing them. That's why hip-hop is a joke. Get it? When I tell you all these hip-hop platforms are trash, because they are the ones keep trying to keep Jay-Z alive. See that? Hip-hop VCR. Jay-Z talks about getting shot at. A glorified punk. This was all of his fake narrative to create this big-ass superstar. All right? What is he doing now? He been getting shot at. He been getting smoked on his internet. Can't block these shots. I just been giving y'all the updates, the whole scoreboard the whole time. That's it. Told you I don't got no favorites. But I've been enjoying this shit. All right? So we just getting started, y'all. What we talking about? Why you think 50 Cent been telling us? 50 been telling us where Jay-Z at? He missing. He been talking about Jay-Z being missing for a couple years now. All right, the Cassie video be 2 years. In 2 more months, it'll be 2 years, y'all. Jay-Z has not addressed nothing real. He's been addressing everything through social media. Now everybody like, where you at, Jay? No, he's on the run. And 50 know it. That's why 50 been trolling his bitch ass. All right. Now the world's starting to catch up to it. That he don't got the power he portrayed. Because it was said that the diddler set his ass up. Because the rumor was, it was Diddy and J-Lo that was with him in the room. And it was said that the diddler made him go in the room, but it really was the diddler setting his ass up. Because the truth of the story is, even though it's all fake, whatever you want to say, according to the narrative, they thought she was older than what she was. She was supposed to be older. So that's the diddler. The diddler allegedly set him up with a minor. And it was alleged that J-Lo was a witness. All I got to do is ask you one question. Out of all three of them, where is their careers at right now as we speak? So his name is the diddler because a lot of things. You don't know what he did. And you don't know who he set up. But this time right here you're looking at is when Diddy allegedly had his ass under full control. All right? So I can give you clarity now. See, 96, Jay-Z were married. All the way from then to this allegation of 2000, he was controlled by the diddler. This whole time, he was not with Beyonce yet at all. Keyword, he was not with Beyonce at all. So when I say Beyonce is all this shit because of him, it's the truth. Because the secret is Diddy is responsible for both of their career. And the secret is allegedly he's the one that put them both together. So I got it all very clear. Because they thought that Diddy was going down by himself and they were going to go on and have a beautiful career and a life, even though they are 444. Beyonce birthday, 2 more days. But this year they won't celebrate together. So, to update your memory bank once again, last year when you were watching the Drake and Kendrick beef, this video leaked from the diddler. Footage never, ever, ever, ever seen. And this is what blew my mind. This is what started to confirm what I already knew. When I already knew Diddy was over him. But I didn't know Diddy was making him his bitch. I didn't know he was his bitch. That's what I didn't know. And I said, oh, ish. Then when I knew that Diddy did this on stage in front of everybody, I said, yeah, he ran his ass for real. And that's where I get the whole shit. Controlling them from 96. Tupac put us on. Yo, Diddy got this snake guy coming out named Jay-Z. Tupac tried to tell us. He had that snake Jay-Z getting ready. Jay-Z, you going to do this song with Mary? You going to do a song with Biggie? Jay-Z, hey, go in the room, man. I got a girl for you, Jay-Z. This all mean he controlled his ass. Then if you didn't believe it, Diddy drops the video to confirm it. I controlled his ass. See that? He hazing his ass. He don't say shit. To y'all, he big Jay-Z. To y'all. But to me, he know what's up. Ain't that right, Jay? It's right. What else? What else this shit been teaching me? Because I've been studying this whole Diddy shit from day one. I said, if this fool can do this shit on stage, and I already know what the hell Diddy does behind the scenes. All right? Anybody got any questions about the Diddy, Astroglide, any of that stuff in trial? If he does this on national stage to Jay-Z, your God Hover, can you imagine this animal behind the scenes when he got firearms and all this other shit? All right? So I don't need nobody to tell me about what the dealer does. I see it clear as day. When I understood that this man is outright, he has nothing to hide, he let us all know what he about. This video leaked after Jay-Z said he don't know Diddy like that. After he said he has nothing to do with Diddy, they just meet on business, that's when it's leaked. I'm saying that to confirm. Jay-Z has been trying to get away from the diddler the whole time because he thought he was going to be the last man standing. But I kept telling you, it's not going to happen. Where's Swiss Beats at? Hiding out, him and his wife. They just as dirty too, y'all. They just hiding out. Playing it real smooth. But if I ask you where's Swiss Beats' career at? Where's Alicia Keys' career at? You tell me. You see the diddler? We now know all the drugs he did. We know all of his behavior. What you think he did with Jay-Z that night? What you think he was doing to Jay-Z? Oh, yeah, this year right here. This was 2007. 2007, y'all going on 2008. Him and Beyonce wasn't married. So get this to your head too. When he put Jay-Z and Beyonce together, that was 2003. How we know that? Making the band told us about Diddy got that cheesecake for Beyonce. All right, then. I don't think Diddy was getting a cheesecake for that man girl. No, I think after the cheesecake, he said, Jay-Z, you can have her. I think that's what happened. You can have her now. And he put them together. That's what I think. So they were together, but they didn't get married till when? 5 years later. They didn't get married till somebody came in office. Then they started being king and queen. I'm showing you they were a manufactured couple, y'all. I'm showing you they were put together as a power couple. But right there, you think again, if Diddy is doing this on stage, you now have proof he keeps dildos and he keeps baby all. All right? So I got it clear because the diddler leaked this footage on Jay-Z when he denied his ass. So I also know if the diddler leaked this footage, if this comes out after Diddy is in jail, I know it is more footage. I also know somebody has the footage. When I keep telling you, it's way more footage. All right? Then when I saw Jay-Z skip off with Diddy, I wasn't a Jay-Z fan, but that shit damn near broke my heart. I said, man, I didn't know he was this much of a bitch. I didn't know Diddy controlled him like that. I didn't know that. So it wasn't just him smacking him on the ass. Okay, Diddy plays around like a clown. All right, he does clown shit. Okay, that's one thing. But when he put his arm around that man, and I never in my life saw Jay-Z skipping to my Lou, I knew what time it was. Everybody at this show got it clear. Maybe one day we'll all meet somebody that was at this show and saw it with their own eyes. So when I went into the history, because remember, this era don't know history, right? And people stupid. So I went into the history. I said, okay, I like to deal with facts. Let me go into the facts to prove that Jay-Z was never over Diddy. And it's already proven he wasn't. So that was my proof that he was never going to escape this shit. But now I'm showing you the whole narrative was to make the fans think I'm over Diddy. We're going to make the fans think we're bigger than Diddy. We're going to make the fans and everybody around the world think we had nothing to do with Diddy. He had nothing to do with our career. We're not like him at all. That's what they thought, y'all. You will clearly see Diddy G checking them, one of our favorite pictures we like to look at. And you will see that beautiful woman, Beyonce, quick to give the diddler a hug. And you will clearly see Diddy walked over there and looked at him like, yeah, you know what time it is. And you're going to see his girl went to hug him. And also went into my history back then when I found out that the diddler always kept a cameraman with him. Always. Yo, man, I'm about to go get this hug from Beyonce. Come on. Look at Jay-Z like a bitch. All right? You all right, man? You all right? All right, then, y'all. It's proof. We went into the whole shit. Because we know that Diddy was always bigger than Jay-Z. Diddy was big before Jay-Z. So if Beyonce looked up to anybody when she was young, she looked up to Diddy. It's very simple. Plus, his department was R&B. Plus, he was a dancer. So we all went into the whole proof of Beyonce always loved Diddy. All right? You look at this picture, you think of Diddy in jail, and you think of them moving to England. And ask yourself, why are they moving to England? And then ask yourself, why they didn't support that man like Kanye West? Why they didn't give him a shout out or something? You're not getting it? They denied that man 1,000%. Kanye went to the courtroom. Kanye went to New York City in the courtroom. Can you now see why they moving to UK? They got a lot of enemies, y'all. They got beef with a lot of people, man. They can't sleep at night, y'all. A lot of enemies. Y'all forgot about this enemy? Y'all forgot about this was one of the rumors that came out on him about how they had an apartment together, and that's not a rumor. The rumor is that they were messing around and all this other shit because Larry Johnson also exposed Jay-Z for his behavior of witchcraft and things of that nature. Told you got a lot of enemies, y'all. A lot of enemies. A lot of enemies. All right? Jay-Z moving to the UK. Didn't I already make an assumption? Well, I took a guess, a bet, that Taylor Swift is going to replace him. And his contract is up. Okay. I'm showing you. Ever since he been accused, I'm showing you no progress. And I'm showing you why they going to the UK. Because he's embarrassed, for one. For two, they finally got through their head, y'all. They don't control media no more. Meaning, they finally got through their head. They control black media, but they don't control the rest of the world. See that? See all these states? It's only certain cities they control. Everywhere else, they don't. When I say control, I'm talking about mind control. They got brainwashed. What's up, Sister T? They only got certain people brainwashed, y'all. Nobody else is brainwashed. So when I say that, they finally get through their head that nobody believe in their media shit. So now it's public that they buying UK property, but we're going to take off now. Jay-Z and Beyonce moving to Britain. Strange, pathetic, sad, or smart. After a summer of Farage facism with more head, if they think they've escaped, if they think they escaped Trump's MAGA America, they're wrong. Cowboy Carter, Beyonce challenged Jay-Z. If they think they've escaped, told you this is what this is about. That's why I want y'all to get to your head. The two main people that made themselves arch enemies during a whole nother term, it's them two right here. If we had to ask which top celebrities were tied in with that White House, it's them two right here. And then you got to put Oprah right there. But it's them two right there. When Michelle came out that White House and had something to say, who platform did she go on? All right? Bingo. Who told us they had somebody on speed dial? Okay. Now, it's not just their affiliations. Jay-Z did certain shit. He said stuff out his mouth. They said certain things. All right? They made it personal. So that's why I'm trying to tell you. That's why they both want to run. And just so happened they're together. But this picture you're looking at was people proving that Jay-Z and Ellen was connected years ago. So that's why I'm showing you all this shit is old. Now you're looking at everything fast forwarded, exposed. That's all that's happening. It's all the exposure now, y'all. That's all you're watching. An exposure of them being banned already. Them already being finished, but they were playing a role that they were still good. Now that they can't play no more, now it's up. Let's go. Now we're going to get into details. Beyonce threatens cease and desist after 47 campaign uses her song Freedom on social media. So you just look at it, common sense. She sent somebody a cease and desist. She made it personal over a song during last year's elections. Cease and desist. That means she big dog, right? She big dog. You got to be big dog to do that. You feel me? If you're going to send the president a cease and desist, that's big dog. But then again, look at it like this. Maybe she thought he wasn't going to get elected. Did you look at it like that? Maybe she thought he wasn't going to get elected because she did that last August. Sent him a cease and desist because they love to play the cease and desist game, right? What Jay-Z and them do? Cease and desist, cease and desist, cease and desist. I told Negroes last year, they can't send everybody a cease and desist. They got y'all scared, black media, BET. They got you scared. They ain't going to scare everybody with a cease and desist. So they try to use their muzzle formula, their shut up formula, silence. But they did it to the wrong person. That's disrespect, right? Okay. Because you know why she did that? Don't let them don't make them black people think I'm down. I'll support you like that. Even though after elections, I turned into a cowgirl and started waving American flags. Even though I don't want them black people to think I got nothing to do with you. Even though I waved that American flag proud now. But before I was with the black movements. I was pumping my fists. But I want them to think, so you're not playing my song, Cease and Desist. That was a front. Because why did she send that man a cease and desist? But when that man got elected, she turned into cowgirl Carter, and I've never in my life seen so many American flags. She's been waving a lot of American flags. I didn't notice that. Wow. Anyway, the truth. A magic mystical wind came upon Hollywood. All right? Magically. The woke movement was turned into a script from the Bible. All right? So, all of this was downplayed. Because the main people that got affected by this was Black Hollywood. So you got to understand, it started with the pandemic. The first start of keeping them in that house, the first start of ruining their finances. And when it ended for them, it ended with fire. So they got hit with plague, C-19, and then it ended with fire. I'm going to ask you again. Why did Paris Hilton and other celebrities let us know their property burnt, let us know they lost their land, but the black entertainers wanted to keep it a secret? Why? Because they still wanted to play like they were invincible. That's why. Meanwhile, they have been catching all the smoke. All right? Meanwhile, they have never showed us no footage of their property being burnt because they was the last to build it. All right? So I have to keep repeating this shit. After they lost $200 million from Adidas, Adidas told Beyonce to take that Ivy Park shit somewhere else. They got embarrassed. TMZ covered it. Black media. But then black media ran to tell me Jay-Z and Beyonce buys a $200 million mansion. Jay-Z and Beyonce buys a new $200 million home. They told me that. But then what happened? A year later, them same media outlets did come back to tell me that Jay-Z and Beyonce $200 million home got destroyed. So last year, I've been told you, I'm done with black media. I'm done with all that shit. They liars. And when you cover their news, they make you look like a liar. And they make you stupid. They make you late. Then I start noticing, oh, all this shit control. Oh, shit. They really do control black media. So, the whole world knew. Why was this the most embarrassing? Because they built it the last, and they tried to build the biggest home. That's why they was the most embarrassed. So they actually lost $200 million in a deal, and they lost a $200 million home. I'm pretty sure they had insurance, so it was about the embarrassment, right? Because they didn't want you to know their home burnt down just like a regular Joe Blow that work every day. They didn't want you to know that. Because remember, God don't get his house burnt down. But DMC told you. DMC told you, the king of rock, to burn my kingdom, you must use fire. And you're going to see, somebody's kingdom got burnt down with fire. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Let's look at the date. December 14th. Before Christmas, like I said, they didn't have no crib. And during Christmas, he was getting trolls. What was y'all talking about last year? This is why y'all are called Johnny Come Lately, for facts. This is why they made a saying called colored people time. They're not just late to clubs and parties. They're late to every fucking thing. As they fucking home burning, as they evacuated, he's getting trolled online December 14th. 10 days after his birthday. But he got accused of going in the room, what? Right around the time his birthday. The same day he had a red carpet event with his daughter, the news was announced on him. They say the news dropped on him with that minor was to ruin his debut with his daughter. And then Tina likes the picture of Jay-Z being accused of messing with that cartoon character right there. All right? Because it is said, what you got to get, it is said the fucking diddler set his ass up. He thought he was going to be with a chick, but it is said the diddler slipped a Mickey on him. Because when you go to Diddy parties, it is said he will slip a youngster in there on you with high heels. The diddler. Nobody escapes the diddler that been in his realm. It's not going to happen, y'all. All right? It's just not going to happen. So, he thought he was going to escape the diddler. So, while they denying Diddy, what happens? Somehow they get uncomfortable. All right? December 14th. 338,000 views at the time. 1,000 shares. 3,000 likes. This is when I started to understand even YouTube is controlled. YouTube is straight trash because nobody knew about this. All right? People were lying trying to say that shit was fake. No. You looking at motherfucking Sodom and Gomorrah. According to what they said it looked like, that's what I see. The shit was hailing snowflakes of fire. You get it? I know it sounds crazy, but that's what happened. Fact check. Now check this out. Now let me show you how shit been happening. They've been keeping quiet. The president calls to prosecute Beyonce. Did you hear about that news? Did that go viral like Tamar breaking her face? Did everybody talk about that? Like Finesse two times and his mother? Rock Nation? Huh? The president calls to prosecute Beyonce based on a non-existent $11 million payment. This is just me showing you they got smoke. This why they got to go to the UK, because they ass is not American no more. I already told you that already. And I told you, anybody with them, anybody on the shit they on, y'all all got to go for self now. That man will be cutting no more checks at all. Everybody will now have to fend for themselves financially in this game. All right, let's go. Rolling Stone. One of the first music magazines. Beyonce receives cease and desist. Did you hear about this news? Did you hear about this one? These are two separate topics. All right? The president wants Beyonce prosecuted, and Beyonce got a cease and desist. Did you hear about that? All you got to know, don't answer me. You're going to have your own proof that you've been lied to. You believe lies. Your media control. Your shit was not just controlled with textbooks in school. Everywhere you go is controlled. Everything you believe is manufactured from a fucking textbook. It doesn't matter, y'all. This is why y'all are the biggest joke, whoever believes this shit. And the ones that's in on a lie, y'all all about to get exposed and be broke. How many of y'all knew that this woman been sent a cease and desist? And this is not from the president. All right, so I don't see nobody say they knew about this news. Well, this is from May this year. This is from when they were doing the Cowboy Carter tour. Why? Check it out. Beyonce received cease and desist from Sphere over Cowboy Carter tour footage reports. Venue claims, check it out. Venue claims the singer usage of alleged images of the Sphere was unauthorized. So she was using stuff she wasn't supposed to be using and got a cease and desist. So Cowboy Carter tour. As you see, she got a cease and desist. They were having problems with ticket sales. Even though they try to put out all the money they made off the fucking tour, we have video footage and proof of empty ass seats, fans complaining how they had to sit in one area. A woman claimed she went through hell and VI. We got all the stories, all right? Robot poured a drink on her, covered all that shit live, right? She got a drink poured on stage. She tries to use a car for publicity at a concert. The goddamn cable almost popped in Houston. Bad news the whole tour. That shit was flopping the whole summer, but they control media. So everybody thought they were still winning. Meanwhile, all this shit fugazi. Why am I showing you that? Because I'm showing you how the media has been controlled. If you didn't know, it was threats to get her ass prosecuted. Cease and desist. Then you got to think about all the people they did dirty. Remember, Carrie Hill sent all these people, right? Think of all those people. And you're going to understand they got a lot of enemies. Plus, everybody in Canada knows that Jay-Z was the main one that was behind making Kendrick and Drake beef. They all know it was Roc Nation and Jay-Z, the main one that put together that lie they put on Drake. So that's why I've been told you Jay-Z can't what? He can't go to Canada neither. They thought I was lying. All right. No. Beyonce changed his visual during the third show after cease and desist. When I said I make a point to show y'all real news, I don't fucking use nigga news. See that? Rolling Stone. See that? USA Today. That's called real news. It's not called black news. I got to say it like that because y'all won't get it clear. It's 2025. You're still reading janky, fake-ass news. There's nothing wrong with reading the shit. You just believe the shit. And you don't read nothing else. That's why y'all lost. They've been lost, so now you lost. That's right. It's the reason for all this shit. I'm showing y'all the fake reality y'all been living in. How you've been manipulated on this media for over goddamn a decade by this man and his wife. Now you're going to see they ass went to the UK. The question is, why? Why are they now living with Ellen at? Why did they move to UK after Ellen moved? Because they always been with Ellen, that's why. Now we're going to look at how Jay-Z is so low down and dirty, y'all. He is so much of a filth bucket. He is so much of trash. He's trying to use his kids as a good front. He's using his children for a publicity stunt, y'all. It's very sad. It's also disgusting. Let's go. Meanwhile, showed you last week, J-Lo being dropped by her record label. Once again, we spoke about this before, y'all. Today, I shall give y'all the proof again. For one, Diddy and J-Lo was first. He made Jay-Z and Beyonce be him and J-Lo. Here's the proof of Beyonce looking just like J-Lo. But that's not what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show y'all what I already showed you. Because it's in your face. J-Lo has 6 fingers. Count them, and I'll wait. If you're on a small cell phone, I'm sorry, my bad. Use the sideways view. All right? 6-finger J-Lo. Told you already. J-Lo. Y'all worship J-Lo, right? She's a freak. 6 fingers. She got 6 rings. Can you count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a thumb. They said she gave a hell of a hand job. That's right. No, y'all, this is who they are. I told you, man. All this shit got exposed, y'all, already. The illest live documentary on YouTube. The end of an era, and they all in it. All right? Beyonce scrutinized for funding Roc Nation with her tour money. Because it's what I told you. He been using her. Without her, he don't get no shine. He been hiding under her. He been getting smoked since last year. He been getting smoked since before this. And like I said, he didn't take her for his wife, not once. He didn't take her for his kids, not once. But what he been doing is hiding under her success. Cowboy Carter tour all up under her ass. Meanwhile, Diddy was playing with his. Pop, pop, pop. They were playing that song, Smack That by Eminem. You know that song, Eminem Akon? Smack That? Oh, Lord. He was smack that. They were playing that song at the show in Atlanta. Yeah. All right? Then they turned the skip to my Lou. Why am I saying that? Because this punk now using his kids, y'all. Let's look at this sorry-ass guy. All right, let's go. To show you. See the connection with him and J-Lo? And I told you they still been family the whole time? That's when J-Lo's with Alex Rodriguez. Meaning they were all a family. So, when there was a rumor that Jay-Z went in the room and J-Lo was there, it's merit to it. Because see, J-Lo right there in the cartoon. She's standing back of Jay-Z. That's why her name was mentioned in the shit, because they were trying to tell us that J-Lo is more family with them than we know. Meaning she did a lot with them in the beginning. Because Diddy's life is decades, remember? It's different periods. But in this period, they was doing a lot, allegedly. Get it? And this was the dirt that always haunted J-Lo. And y'all know, right around this time, she got in trouble with that firearm or with that shooting thing, remember? But it is said J-Lo was a witness when he went in that room. And we also, to this day, we don't know if nobody paid that person off. We don't know if that person got paid off and threatened. We don't know if somebody sent her a gigantic duffel bag. We don't know what happened. But what you do know is, in this case, it was said that it was 2 witnesses, J-Lo and Diddy. Why am I saying that? To show you he was still hanging with J-Lo. Maybe Diddy ain't like that neither. You still hanging with J-Lo after the fact. So, now we're going to look at his disgusting ass ways. Because he's exposed now, y'all. The Carter family are moving to Britain. Let's debate the rights and wrongs. Live stream. Windrush Ruby. See that? Meaning, see that? This Monday, UK time. Around the world, they already talking about it. When I told you, they can't run the UK. When I've been showing you the Daily Mail, the Daily Mail from the UK News, they know everything. No, y'all. This is what happens when you, first of all, y'all, he tricked the hell out of those people. He lied to them. He sold them fake ass criminal drug stories that would later get them to fill up prisons. He was a fake ass gangster. He was a fake ass drug dealer, a fake ass conscious guy, and a fake ass devil worshiper. All right. All this Negro did was get information out of books and organizations and create this character persona, but he only was smart to people that's not smart. That's simple. So now you're going to see, no matter how smart this motherfucker is, somehow he got turned into a damn European. Huh? Maybe he read so many European books. Maybe he wanted to be a pagan so fucking bad. Now he can go back to his fucking homeland, all right? Because that's where he at. Magically, everybody else want to come here. Now let's go. This is the latest on Jay-Z. Using his kids for clout. Guess what? It's not working. He want to be a father now, y'all. You see it? Oh, he got them. They online working, trying to post all good news on Jay-Z, him and his kids. Music he did. Don't forget he did a song with Eminem, Renegade. Oh yeah, he got a song with Mary J. Blige too. Yeah, he trying to put good news out, y'all. I'm gonna prove it right now. Check it out. See the likes? 3 likes. No shares, no comments. Prove it. Blue Ivy looks cute with mommy and daddy. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Blue Ivy. See that? No likes, no shares. No, it got 4 likes, no comments, no shares. So which one is it? Is this fake news for one, or nobody gets about them? Which one is it? I'm going to show you the pattern of the news. Blue Ivy looks cute with mommy and daddy. No, it's called child exploitation. That's what it's called. Now they want to be mothers and fathers. Huh? When he thought he was going to escape Diddy news, hanging with his kids. He thought he was going to go to that red carpet event, but he got exposed. Let's go. A father-daughter duo with style and endless love. He just loves his kids. Man, he loves his kids so much. He loves his kid better than every other. Look, he's the first father to actually love his kids, y'all. You know that? That's right. Nobody loves their kids more than him. And his kids more important than all y'all kids. Yeah. A father-daughter duo with style and endless love. When I gave them the joke, she was telling them to the left, to the left. She was promoting to them, kick your man out the house. Kick your baby father out. She was promoting, don't have no man, girl. Meanwhile, they promoting their family now. They ain't talking that to the left shit. They not talking that Becky with the, they not talking that bullshit now. Now they playing a family role. See the fake news? Look, it's the same person posting this shit. See that? Look at the likes. No likes. See the same person posting it? A father-daughter duo with style and endless love. Blue Ivy looks so cute with mommy and daddy. No. We want to know about this. What about this? We want to know why the Leah get on that bum-ass flight when she was supposed to be messing with damedash. And y'all was supposed to be so rich. Why was Aaliyah on that bum-ass airplane? That's all I want to know from Dame. So I don't care who interviewed Dame. If y'all not going to ask that man nothing about Aaliyah, I don't care. Fuck Dame got to talk about. Salute to everybody that's up. Let's go. Here go some more fake news, y'all. Fake posts. A proud dad and husband. So you'll clearly see it's manufactured, y'all. This is why what I kept telling people, yo, they think everybody's stupid. They mainly think their fans are dumb, y'all. And they think nobody gonna see through this shit. A proud dad and husband. You've never heard Jay-Z announce as a proud dad and husband, but I'm also gonna keep showing you it's the same person posting this shit all day. And I will show you many pages like this. But I'm gonna keep giving you the proof. See the likes? Look at the likes. 1 like. A proud dad and husband. 1 like. What does that mean? Nobody buying that shit. Nobody cares. You watching manufactured posts. When they told you they own media companies, y'all didn't know that. They really was telling y'all they own social media companies. Y'all know them companies that come in your inbox and say, we'll help you with views. We'll do this. That's who they be fucking with, y'all. The whole era. That's why Kanye said Jay-Z lied to y'all. Mark Zuckerberg lied to y'all. They were telling you they use fake views, fake numbers. Then I came back and told you and proved to y'all. I said, family, they bought Twitter for a reason. Being that they bought Twitter, that's so celebrities can't lie no more. They can't lie about fake numbers. They can't fake their influence no more. All right? Because a lot of this shit was inflated. They were fighting over supremacy of attention. They understood the attention gets you the deal. I got the deal because I'm fucking Jay-Z. That's why. I didn't even do shit. It's because I'm Jay-Z. And when they were scared the black people were going to start watching NFL, they gave me some money, and my job was to get the blacks back watching. I made $20 million off that shit. $20 million because I got the blacks to watch the Super Bowl. Free money. Meanwhile, I don't get them black shit. Let's go. Meanwhile, he has nothing left. All right? That's where they used to live at. Go print that, bloggers. When you print about them moving to UK, make sure you put a story. Magically, their Malibu home got destroyed. They got other properties. He still got a Tribeca apartment, whatever. They got their property in the Hamptons still, yeah. But it's something about New York City. I don't think he want to live in New York like that. You take a guess. Plus, Diddy in New York in jail. He don't want to go there. Jay-Z is scared. If he go move to New York, he will be locked up in New York. He's not going back there. All right. Here goes some more fabricated posts. Family. They want us to know they want us to know they're a family, y'all. They want us to see that. You see, I'm a family man, y'all. Don't forget. I'm a father now. I'm not with that Diddy stuff. See that shit? Look. This is my proof of somebody working for them. See that? The same person posting all this shit. Their job was to post all the kid pictures, all the family pictures. Then you got the posting all his music shit. See? He re-released Imaginary Players because Cardi B doing it now. But I want y'all to see everything he is doing is online media games, not addressing shit. He didn't sit down one time and say, I don't know no fucking Diddy. I have nothing to do with that man. He didn't say it not once like that. He tried to slide away from it. They thought it was going to blow over, y'all, but it didn't. That's my whole point. They thought it was going to be buried last year. They thought when the diddler got arrested, that was it. He was going to go to trial, get 100 years, and be finished. That's what they thought. But the secret is, like I said, in the end, it's being assumed that Beyonce going to divorce his ass. Because in the cartoon, that is Jay-Z holding divorce papers. And by me doing my analytics, thinking about it, the only way Beyonce is going to get out of this is by divorcing him, which would turn into the biggest blockbuster story on the planet, which will reboot her career. So she still has a card in this, because I'm going to say this. Like I said before, she wouldn't be in none of this shit if it wasn't for Jay-Z. If Jay-Z didn't bring her to all those parties, if Jay-Z didn't want to keep using her name, I got the hottest chick. If he didn't keep using this woman for clout, she probably wouldn't be in this shit. Jay-Z album was called 444. He did that shit because his birthday on the 4th, and Diddy birthday on the 4th, and Beyonce birthday on the 4th. That's the name of his album. He put Beyonce in all this shit. So you just think with a clear mind, bro, your wife getting dragged because of you, bro. You ain't going to say nothing. Bro, your wife is in all this bad news because of you, and you won't step out as a man and say, this stuff has nothing to do with my wife and my family. Leave my family out of this shit. If y'all got a problem with me and because I've been with Diddy, so put that shit on me. Leave my wife out of this shit. He ain't say that. He's a punk. They've been telling me he's a punk. And they've been telling me his day coming. So I don't know what part y'all got. I don't know what part you get. When he made up news about a $3 million chain getting stolen, no such thing as stealing a $3 million chain in America with all these goddamn cameras. You don't believe that? Go in your local corner store and steal a goddamn soda. Watch how fast you get caught. Huh? Don't play with me. Go to Walmart, walk out with some shit. See how fast you get caught. You are not stealing a $3 million chain in America. No, that's called Jay-Z fake ass manufactured Rock Nation news. Beyonce did not get a laptop stolen. That's not going to happen. All right? Y'all keep pushing that fake shit. Meanwhile, you can't even steal a fucking pack of double mint gum out of store. What's wrong with y'all? No. Jay-Z, after hearing the news about Diddy, looks about right to me. Now, let's continue on, y'all. Because the end says he's going to get divorced. This is my whole wrap-up. Not my wrap-up, but to bring it back for you. If they move to the UK, y'all, do we really think Beyonce want to move there? And if they did move to the UK, it's because of him, not her. It's because of him. Now, she's in it now. But a lot of this shit is because of him. You also didn't notice what I showed y'all. The whole Cowboy Carter tour, she was dragging her family with her the whole time. They've been staying in hotels. The whole summer, y'all, was hot as hell, 100 degrees. They was touring the whole summer, staying in hotels and shit, working, right? Going overseas the whole summer. But a lot of this shit y'all not getting. She got to do all the work performing. She got all the kids with her. Still got to be a mother. And all he doing is running up under her. But all this drama is because of him and Diddy. So I'm showing you how he's the idiot. And I think she's going to be forced to leave his ass. I think if they move, when they move to London, she's going to be the first to come back. Then when I say the joke before, I said the joke is they Ike and Tina. Eat the cake, anime. Then in the end, Tina Turner wound up moving to London for real. Tina Turner lived in London. Now Beyonce gonna live in London, just like Tina Turner. This shit is crazy. But in a cartoon, it says when it's all said and done, she gonna divorce his ass. That's her only ace in the hole. But the narrative has always been Jay-Z time is up. But through social media and through content creators, in one world, one department, they was able to make it like he's still this guy on top. And this is how they was able to prove that y'all all are fucking idiots and freaks. There's no way in hell you're going to be accused of going in a room with a minor. Shit ain't been proven no kind of way, and y'all still celebrating people. It's proven facts that these guys are all fucking weirdos and they robbed the black community, and y'all still celebrate them. So that's why y'all all get humiliated now. All right? That's what all this is about, y'all. So let me continue on to show you what they saying about them. It ain't stopped yet. Check it out. Little Blue Ivy and Little Rumi. Do you see them still? I'm showing you the narrative of them promoting the kids for clout. Now the dark shit. Jay-Z and Beyonce. No, Jay-Z has Beyonce hostage. Jay-Z has Beyonce hostage and several roommates. Then I want you to see how they sent this to some people. See this? They sent this to law enforcement. But I also showed y'all they've been doing this against Jay-Z damn near a year now. Everybody knows. Even law enforcement know. Everybody know. Jay-Z has been keeping Beyonce hostage. Really means he's been controlling her ass all these years. Meaning it ain't just Diddy. You just thought it was Diddy and Cassie because your brain not comprehending that Jay-Z and Beyonce is also Diddy and Cassie too. All right? They control woman from young. He controlled Beyonce from what, 19, something like that? Anyway, let's continue on. This is what they saying. I'm showing you full campaigns against Jay-Z 24/7. When I said all the campaigns against them is on TikTok unfiltered. It's a full war on them, y'all. And it didn't never stop. So now that it's at the point of we now at the breaking point of Jay-Z and Beyonce now. Meaning they can't hide the shit no more. Why? Because I told you for every blogger they pay, it's 1,000 bloggers destroying them. I already told y'all already. I'm just giving y'all the updates. Just what they saying about them now. Locks on the doors and don't have no air conditioning. Diddy freak-off party, the diddler, super villain. Hints of what? Confinement. What else they saying exposing about them? Their worship of demonic entities to get the fame. Look unnatural. But I'm just showing y'all the campaigns on them. When I said, it doesn't matter who takes up for them. It doesn't matter who wants them to stay on top. It's not going to happen for many, 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 many reasons. So I'm showing you 24-hour campaigns, mostly all of them on TikTok, y'all. All right? So that's what I want to see. They know Jay-Z have people in pocket. They know everybody he have in pocket has a professional platform, whether they're blog or whether they do content, whether they podcast. Then they know under that, It's another form of control. Hollywood Unlocked. When I was telling y'all, that's the Instagram shit. Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, a few others. I don't feel like saying all their name. All right. They all are under the same control of the same people. This is why they're being destroyed on TikTok behind. It's like this, y'all. It was a campaign against them behind everybody back. I'm just one of the people that told y'all what's happening. So when I kept telling you everything going to be destroyed, because I knew behind the scenes, everybody's being trolled, dragged, exposed, and eventually it's going to all come to the light. But by that time, it's going to be 2 years worth of video exposure made already. And that's what happened. It has now been 2 years of exposure video. So which means I gave y'all the proof to show you that Jay-Z can't hide no more. I showed you Will Smith can't hide no more. I showed you the whole purpose was being that they are now exposed. TD Jakes, Tyler, all of them are now exposed because they have now realized we cannot duck no more of this bad news on us. The whole world knows that we are finished. And that's why now they understand we got to move. Now, check this out. Someone catch Jay-Z. He's trying to flee. Beyonce and Jay-Z are reportedly preparing to leave Los Angeles and relocate. So I'm just showing you how it's out the bag. Now check this out. When I show you Jay-Z and them got workers, when I show you their team, boom. Their friends post them and their friends speak for them. But check this out. This is somebody said about them. I just seen an interview about memphisbleek. memphisbleek opening up a restaurant in Vegas and Jay-Z not showing up. Let's say it again. memphisbleek opening up a restaurant and Jay-Z not showing up. memphisbleek supposed to be his little homeboy raised with him. Supposed to be his main man, right? All right then. memphisbleek opened up a restaurant in Vegas. Jay-Z did not show up. So when I tell you he don't rock with black people like that, what part you don't get? If that was Bill Gates, that was somebody else, he would have pulled up. Let's go. That was Tom Brady having that lunch, he'd have pulled up. Jay-Z family showed up, but Jay ain't show up. And how wrong Jay is for that as a black man. You can't even save a nigga life. You can't even put a nigga in a position. Just letting you see truth exposed on Jay-Z. I didn't know that. I didn't know he didn't even support memphisbleek restaurant. Because he all about you going to praise him, y'all. Meanwhile, I already showed you what he got memphisbleek doing. He got memphisbleek in prison. See memphisbleek? Life after Jay-Z. See a mascot? You see what that Rock Nation hat on? memphisbleek was cool to the day he died, being Jay-Z flunky, Jay-Z sidekick. Jay-Z left his ass for dead in Brooklyn. That's where he at. He probably using memphisbleek to sell the last cases of Douce. Because that's all they got left. This is how the fuck he left his homeboy from Marcy Project that he grew up with, allegedly. memphisbleek, who was signed to Rockefeller. But you ain't looking at everybody on Rockefeller still got to work and they fucking broke. When I've been proved that Lil Nas X got more money than Cameron, Mace, Jim Jones. They all sorry. They all got pimped out. They were all under the Rockefeller umbrella. Everybody except for Mace. It's the truth. And you have no proof that they got beef with Dame for real. But what you don't have is no interviews about Aaliyah. They're going to talk about a lot, but they ain't going to talk about Aaliyah. Even though they was what? All clout chasing Aaliyah. Trying to build Rockaway brand off Aaliyah. Trying to build a Rockefeller brand off Aaliyah to make us think they get all these women. But Nas told us, I rock hoes, y'all rock fellas. So fellas, all we want to know is specific details about Aaliyah. Who had her first? Was it Jay-Z? Was it Dame? Did they both have her? When did they break up? Who was with her when she died on that janky-ass airplane? That's all we want to know. And if we don't want to know that, we don't want to see their face. Get it? Simple. They called them the RAPE brothers. It's called Rockefeller Records and Butt Boy. See, you said Rockefeller and Bad Boy. No, they call them something else. They call them Rockefeller Records. Rockefeller Records and Butt Boy presentations. All right, that's who they call them, y'all. Meaning Jay-Z was never going to escape. Y'all just thought he was. Meanwhile, he did want to help memphisbleek, but memphisbleek, here you go, y'all. I'm giving y'all the proof when a grown man could turn another grown man into a mascot. You thought a mascot was just a person that sit on the side of the team on the basketball court. No, that's a fucking mascot. It's called an ambassador, but he's a fucking mascot. You're going to put on this Roc Nation hat and you're going to sell this liquor, bro. So while Jay-Z is being slaughtered, while Jay-Z's on a run, Jay-Z going to be living in the UK, memphisbleek going to still be trying to sell us Duce that we don't want. Because we know Duce also means double cross. And we know Jay-Z done double cross the black community. You put both of them crosses, he quadruple crossed them. He took all their money. He taught them a whole bunch of lies. Then he ran the UK. Meanwhile, y'all, it's called life after Jay-Z. Does memphisbleek not look miserable, y'all? Let's keep it real. Look at everybody from now on that been around Jay-Z. When you look at what I call life after Jay-Z, just look at how they all look. Look at how Dipset look after Jay-Z. Look at how damedash look after Jay-Z. Look at how State Property look. Look how fat. Look how all of them look after Jay-Z, y'all. When he finished with them, they all look tired, used up. Their money ain't up, and somehow they still working. Nori, huh? All right, then I'm trying to show y'all what time it is. Jadakiss signed to Jay-Z right now. Jay-Z moving to the UK. Fatjoe and Jadakiss are broke. They have to split money from a YouTube channel. These are facts, Johnny. Let's go. Fast forward the date. Since I showed you this picture last year, what is the scenario? Since I showed you this picture, DJ Khaled is canceled. The Hate DJ Khaled campaign is going on right now. Since this picture, Fatjoe has been accused. He's in a lawsuit right now. You know about Jay-Z. You also know his ass moving to United Kingdom. Also told you Jay-Z does not have a Hollywood star. Khaled got one. Diddy got one. He don't got one. Ask yourself why. All right? And ask yourself while you at it, why is Fatjoe accused of abuse? Told you all this shit before it happened. I ain't no genius. I just know when idiots are finished. All right? See little C's from Biggie? Washed up Biggie legacy, washed up Jay-Z legacy. Brooklyn, washed up. Before you used to stand up, now you washed up. Only the old Brooklyn, not the new Brooklyn. All right? They're in a dark-ass place, not just in real life, they're in a dark-ass place in their life. It's called get high on your own supply, all right? Them niggas are depressed. Biggie dead, you sold out to your mafia, and the money is gone. The money called Jay-Z is gone. The money called Diddy is in jail. The bad boy legacy is over. Biggie Small legacy is finished, y'all. It's fucking done. Tupac shit done. All right, update. They house in Louisiana. Is it a coincidence? Destroyed. Somebody burnt it. So I gave you proof. 2 American houses. Something happened to them. They got evacuated. So I know they bought property in the UK. The question is, why? So like I said, did black entertainment glorify this? How somebody burnt their house and these fools try to buy a church. Was they going to start their own Scientology cults? Just know they shit got dealt with, all right? Just know we don't got to get it. Somebody been trying to tell them, you guys are not safe. Because somehow they kept getting their property violated. I'll just say that. All right, y'all? So just know this property right here, no, that's a no-go. That's 2. So now you got the proof on why they're in the UK on this recap. Salute to everybody that's up. Been telling them Ellen was the clue, y'all. So now they're going to be living. Ellen was the one helping them go home shopping. She was the main one. Because these two people right here were more tighter than we think, y'all. They were the two platforms where somebody got elected. Jay-Z was the platform for rap. Ellen was the platform for the rainbow community. Period. Hands down. That was their role under that era. That was their role. But what happened is they also became the biggest gaslighters, and they are the main ones of the divide and conquer program. It's them. They are the two that convinced a lot of Americans that they are so smart, and they are the ones to listen to. So just so happened, both of their ass, they don't live here no more. Or I'll say they're not comfortable here at all. Only difference between Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Ellen. Ellen is talking, telling us the truth. Jay-Z and Beyonce is sticking to the code of silence because they still believe silence is golden. And the more they're quiet, the more they'll maintain their power. Because in their mind, this shit ain't never happened. What y'all talking about? What you talking about? We not in no trouble. We didn't lose nothing. Ellen is just the one telling us exactly what happened. What happened, Ellen? Tell the people what happened. Ellen DeGeneres moved to the UK because of the president. Period. Ellen DeGeneres shares new photo from her home after relocating to the United Kingdoms. Here's the proof. Meaning, a lot of celebrities said they was moving out of the country, but everybody did not put up a shut up. She did. But these were the Hollywood whispers. They all were under the woke movement. The woke movement was AKA everybody against 47. All right, that's all it was. So, being that they had all these movements, when shit hit the fan, they both ran. And that's why they're in the UK. Plus, they got their protection stripped. They don't have no more security, y'all, unless they pay. All right, this keyword, that man is not giving them no security. Any security, they will pay for it themselves. That's also why they're a safety glitch, because in America, they can get beat up by a fan now. They know this. They can't sleep in America. They got to worry about somebody hopping their fence now. Get it? So they actually are safe over there because majority of the country do not like them. When I kept telling you that. Ellen is the clue. Jay-Z played it cool. Here's the proof of somebody showing me a long time ago that they were connected. This picture dropped last year to show that him and Ellen are on the same shit and they both are together. So I saw this picture. I put it together then. When she moved to the UK, I kept watching. Then I heard he moving to the UK. Got it clear as day. He going over there with Ellen and them. Now, let me show y'all real quick. He might be buying, man, look at this right here, y'all. Look. Beyonce and Jay-Z reportedly closed the deal on Britain farmland. What Ellen just bought? Farmhouse for sale. She's selling farmland. See that? What if Jay-Z in the move right there with Ellen? Because the way they play it out, you're not going to know. If they bought property from Ellen, they're not going to let black media know that. But they might have bought some shit to compete. But just know, all of this shit they could have got down south. Stop it. Montana, Colorado, anywhere, North Carolina, anywhere. No, they ass had to leave, y'all. They banned. All right. What did Ellen say out of mouth? Thank you, Diddy. Did she not salute Diddy? All right, then. She called him Diddy something, right? When I was telling y'all, nobody affiliated with Diddy is going to be good. They all got diddles, meaning they all got set up. It is no guarantee how much time he's going to get. That's another reason why Jay-Z and Beyonce run it. There's a lot of reasons why, y'all. It's not just one thing for nothing. There's a lot of shit going on. They also have to be scared of Diddler coming home. Or when he comes home, they already be gone. Get it? They also might be in fear. Don't get it twisted. After the Diddy trial, I might be next. Don't get it twisted. That's why I say this shit has got to do with a lot. He might fear he's next. Because after the Diddy trial, y'all, this is the truth of the truth. After the Diddy trial, it's all eyes on Jay-Z. Because y'all even know Tyler Perry's in trouble right now. Everybody else has been in trouble. Everybody else is accused. Everybody else is facing a charge active right now as we speak, damn near that's big. He know it's going to be all eyes on him after this Diddy trial, and he might be scared he's not going to make it to see December 4th, so maybe they're also going to the UK, y'all, to be ahead of the ball game, just in case he's next. We already know they got Cosby. I said, in my opinion, years ago I said it. They're going to say the best for last. So that's also a reason why they running, y'all. Don't get it twisted. It's a lot of reasons why. So now you got your proof. In the United Kingdom, they are talking about it. And I'm going to tell you again. Ever since somebody went on Piers Morgan, the United Kingdoms already know what's up. Everybody already knows. So they think they're running to the United Kingdom, but they're not safe there, y'all. What else you witnessing? Do you see these Negroes didn't move to Africa now, did they? Can you get it to your head now, finally? The African fairy tale? They spoke all this shit to y'all, waving all these flags, all this, I'm black, I'm not with society, I'm a revolutionary. Did they move to Africa? They're exposed, y'all. They're exposed. They always wanted to be free and accepted by Europeans. But now it's Europeans don't want nothing to do with them. They are the face of failure, y'all. They're the face of dirt. They are the face of Geppetto behavior. Everything is put on them until they prove it otherwise. That's what's put on them. Not saying it's true, not saying it's a fact, but they are looked at as the scum of the earth. And the secret is they taught all of y'all to be just like them. That's what all this shit is about. So here's the smoke. Beyonce also received a cease and desist during her Cowboy Carter tour. As you see, she got a cease and desist in May. 4 months ago, it was kept quiet. Fact check. The president calls to prosecute Beyonce based on a non-existent $11 million payment. See, threats to get her prosecuted. This is why they've been controlling fake news to get you, so nobody would know they were under fire. And they were trying to make as much money as they can because they've been losing money. So I know what Cowboy Carter tour was to make some money back. Don't get it twisted. When I say, if you notice, she been working hard as hell. The older they getting, the more they working. It's supposed to be reversed. They also had their kids with them the whole time on tour. Using kids for clout now, y'all. He is now using the kids. See that? 3 likes. No shares. No comments. Nobody cares. 4 likes. No shares. Blue Ivy looks cute with mommy and daddy. Can you just clearly now see, y'all, them using their family as a publicity stunt? Also, remember this. Now their kids have to grow up in the UK. It's not the kids' fault, y'all. Now the kids have to leave America because of their parents. So I just wanted y'all to see how the guy that betrayed to be so big, really, he was so small, you have no clue. That's why in the cartoon, he's so small, they said in the end, he's gonna get divorced. They say, hey, you see that skull, all that shit? They say Beyonce and Tina, they say they're into that witch stuff, right? Well, they say in the end, they're going to work their magic on Jay-Z. Beyonce and her mother and the whole family going to get all the money, and his ass going to jail. Or he might be found like Epstein in Europe. We don't know. So the saga continues. Just know, they bad. There's no more faking and fronting. No more. December 14th, Malibu, fight. You're looking at the footage, y'all. So, if it did get burnt to flames, the neighborhood still got evacuated. It's condemned. They all had to leave. This is the hell that took place already. So, a lot of this shit scared Jay-Z. Don't get it twisted. If you woke up in this shit, you'll be scared too. If you woke up and your whole neighborhood was like this, you'll be scared too. So they also scared of going to sleep in America. Meanwhile, full campaigns on Jay-Z. Larry Johnson exposing him. That didn't stop. When it was accused, they had an apartment together. Larry Johnson didn't stop going in. Huh? When he denied Diddy. He said he didn't know him like that. Their videos leak on him. I cannot believe people thought that it was just going to die with Diddy. The game was going to continue on and Jay-Z was going to be straight. I cannot believe people believe that shit. But that's not new. A lot of y'all was stupid. Because you forgot the man who started the East Coast, West Coast beef. Now 5, motherfucker. The one who started the whole shit. The goddamn devil, the diddler. The reason why y'all still talk about Tupac to this day. The reason why y'all still talk about Biggie. Y'all thought y'all was going to write him out the story and life was going to go on. But it's the opposite of that. He's going to survive and everybody else is going down. I told you what was going to happen. They didn't believe. Now you just keep watching the show. You watch content creators struggle. You watch bloggers struggle. You watch everybody struggle. And you watch his ass move to UK. You watch them get no more good news. But just know, next month, the Diddy, the diddler will meet his fate in court. We going to know if he's going to get time or not. We going to know how much time he's going to get. We going to know if he's going to get an ankle monitor. We don't know what he's going to get. But it's coming. Jay-Z, after hearing the news about Diddy. Re-release old music. Re-releasing video clips of him and Mary J. Blige, Can't Knock the Hustle, 1996, which proves this year coming up, 30 years of him related to the diddler. Because if Diddy did not authorize Mary to be on that album, if Diddy did not authorize Biggie Smalls to be on your first album, you would have never been who you are. But we also got the proof that Bad Boy been wrapped in your career your whole life, Jay-Z. So why did you front to the people that you was a king on the internet? Liars. On that note, y'all, we out. You just keep watching. You got all the clues. You got all the proof. This is last Christmas. This is before last Christmas. December 14th. 300,000 likes, views on Facebook. All right? Meaning people been knew this shit. So if you didn't know, smack yourself. All right? He no longer hide. He is now officially Ellen's next door neighbor. She is now auntie of the family, y'all. That's how they gonna rock. Her and Tina gonna hang together and play with sheeps. That's about it, y'all. On that note, y'all enjoy y'all day. Appreciate everybody. We out. One. Just remember this, y'all. You were born here, you were raised here, and you're gonna die here. So you can keep trying to go against the grain all you want. But just understand, everybody's life is not the same. They had all the money, all the power, but they wasn't happy. They were treating people like straight dirt. They were using people. They were doing a whole lot of shit. And somehow they were never happy. That's them. It's called when you sell your soul, you ain't never gonna be happy. See that? That's them. We straight. We out.